We have a very close-knit family. Out on the field, everybody's got each other's backs.
Tonight on GUTV, we take you on an inside exclusive of the referees of Gonzaga's intramural program.
An intramural shirt is on the bucket list for Gonzaga students, and we'll dive in to see what it takes to wear the badge of a champion.
And we get to hear from a Gonzaga alum who truly embodies the spirit of the intramural program.
That's all coming up on I Am Zags on GUTV.
Welcome to I Am Zags on GUTV. I'm Dana Marie McNichol-Carter.
And I'm Kurt Esquijolu. Tonight's show is all about one of the most popular activities on our campus.
While Gonzaga is known for its top-notch Division I program, the hidden secret is in intramurals. It's no surprise that Gonzaga rallies behind sports. The intramurals program is the second best in the country, only behind Princeton.
But each year, the number of participants only continues to grow. Last year, intramurals had around 3,000 participants. That is 60% of the student body. We are excited to get out after a long day of school and play sports with the people we love. Groups of friends make up the 1,400 teams that compete in over 3,000 games per year.
Softball and basketball have the biggest turnout, but other sports are not far behind. Now, Kurt, I noticed on one of those graphs that it's a pretty equal amount of female and males that compete in these intramural sports. How cool is that?
That's awesome. I think that's a huge tribute to why we're the #2 sports program, intramurals program in the nation.
I agree.
But it's much more than just the stats. The unending competitiveness of intramurals drives the entire body with the hopes of achieving the most coveted prize.
Nationwide, intramurals are a great resource to get college students active, but here at Gonzaga, intramurals are much more than just an activity to stay fit. They're a way of life, an arduous journey of grit, with the ultimate goal of showcasing the most valued prize around campus, the intramural shirt.
The main thing was that we decided to do the shirt because we felt like this will also provide marketing.
Every day, students at Gonzaga University are gifted with the opportunity of representing their swag, their intramural t-shirt, and it all starts here at Bulldog Alley. Once upon a time, the shirt did not exist at Gonzaga University.
We wanted to just give little plaques and trophy and stuff, and the truth is that most people would not find true enjoyment about that because it's just something that you put in a corner, you don't care.
It is actually a recent phenomena that began after the introduction of Mulligan Field.
It had to be in 2006, and we started the tradition then.
For many students, they chose to come to Gonzaga not only because of its top-notch commitment to educate, but because of its highly spirited and competitive sports community.
It's very competitive because they want to have the shirt.
The intramural shirt is the heartbeat that fuels the students of Gonzaga University, and it will be for decades to come.
On another campus, a $7 t-shirt isn't worth the struggle and commitment, but here at Gonzaga, the chance to showcase your championship is priceless.
GU Intramurals has 32 different sports and events, but that number continues to increase. Intramural offers inner tube basketball to weightlifting, looking for new ways to include all students. More popular sports like volleyball, soccer, and football have 2 seasons, while the rest of the activities are played in either the fall or the spring. With more sports offered means more refs are needed, but Intramurals is happy to expand their family of staff in order to create a bigger community of competition.
They range from traditional to non-traditional sports, just to accommodate for the populations we have in our student body.
Even with 32 different sports, there is still more to come. And later on, we'll have a chance to ask what to expect next.
Gonzaga wastes no time involving new students with activities on campus. For many, intramurals is the first taste of what it means to be a Zag.
The team is already created, waiting for freshmen to fill the rosters. This year, 60% of the freshmen joined their halls and started their year off with freshman games. When I ventured over to CM, a freshman dorm, I realized how many friendships were created and memories that were formed just from these games. So I decided to dive into this community a little bit deeper. Take a look.
I think that's the great thing about freshman games is it really introduces the freshmen into what intramurals is all about.
The first game we played in inter-tube basketball, we kept falling out of the tubes and kept trying to figure out how to get back in, embarrassing ourselves in front of each other and just laughing about it. We used the playing the games experience to kind of just get to know each other a little better and see if we could take that relationship further.
Within the first 2 weeks of the semester, freshman dorms just like this one, Catherine Monica, are encouraged to participate in freshman games. They compete with their hall against other freshman dorms around campus in a variety of sports from flag football to inter-tube basketball. A little friendly competition goes a long way that brings the halls together, builds community, and ignites a passion in students that lasts all 4 years. For the freshmen in CM, sports was a common interest that initially brought them together.
Let me branch out early on in my freshman year so I could meet everyone and try and get a sense of who's who and what's what.
As the semester comes to an end, the bond that was built on the field and along the sidelines continues.
Especially through things like the Bulldog Bowl where you're out there practicing from 11 to 1 a.m. I think that just creates a bond between everybody that's unbroken.
From strangers to best friends, these games create memories, leading excited freshmen back to CM for a victory lap.
So they'd walk through CM and play music and just sort of cheer, just sort of build that team spirit.
A good bonding experience for all of us.
Once a resident of CM Northeast, senior David Kelly and his freshman games team is still going strong 4 years later.
We made a football team that fall with lots of the same guys, same team, and then we ended up staying on that same team the next 4 years, and we all live together now, so it was a really cool experience.
Sometimes teams have a hard time getting players to show up, but no pun intended. With a team logo and 129 likes on their Facebook page, with even video live updates for their fans watching at home.
Minute 30 left, NPI with the ball at the 20, here we go.
This team goes all out.
Our claim to fame is we never punted the whole 4 years of football, so it was cool getting to finally win a game, win the championship too.
A championship win and lifelong friends is the ultimate goal of freshman games. It's no surprise that they actually had a team jersey design, but they've been wearing this all 4 years, and it's awesome to see that this brought them luck with a big championship win this year.
That's amazing. I have 2 shirts in intramurals, but I was off the bench. To see these guys all participating all in the field, it's truly amazing.
Students love to showcase their intramural accomplishments. Corey Erickson is live from the Tweet Suite looking into some of the most memorable moments on social media. Corey?
Thanks, Kurt. Now, I had the opportunity to take to Twitter to ask GU students their favorite memories from intramurals. Our first tweet came from Erin Robinson, and this photo is of her championship soccer team. Now, this was thanks in large part to the other team not showing up for the championship, but hey, a shirt's a shirt. Our next photo comes from Justin Page. Now, his softball team is undefeated in the last 2 years. They'll be out there next spring going for the three-peat. Our next photo comes from another GUTV alumni, Vince Allen. This is the GUTV basketball team that won 2 championships in 3 years. Now hopefully our class can get out there in the spring and continue that GUTV intramural legacy. Finally, we have a video from another GUTV alum, Zach Bagden. This was the final play of the football championship. A fun fact about this video is that our executive producer, Daniel Inserpi, was on the losing team for this one. Next time, tell your teammates to bat down the ball, Daniel. Now, my favorite memory comes from the 2 Chainz basketball team my sophomore year. Now, I've been a part of championship teams, but this team was definitely the most fun. We didn't win all the games, but I made lasting friendships, and we just had a fun time. And that's what GU intramurals are all about. Now, coming up after the break, we will take a look at the intramural staff and the bonds they have created with one another. And later, we will feature a piece on Tyler Seth, who has propelled the intramural program to new heights.
I love just coming to work. I mean, hanging out with college kids it's awesome. GU students are like the best in the world.
You're watching I Am Zags on GUTV.